Hello again, guys. I'm back. I just made my Blu-ray update video, and as I said in that video, I'm gonna make a separate video to show my updated shelf and closet display. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'll flip the camera around and let's get into it. Alright, so we'll start with the shelf here. It has changed quite a bit. Let's get a little closer in. Now the top shelf, for the most part, is still the same. Still going with the directors. And then same down here. I did add in the Wes Anderson collection. That's a little new addition. Originally I had it with my dramas, but I figured since with the Criterion sale, I'm going to be picking up some more Wes Anderson movies, so my collection is going to be expanding very soon here, so I figured now's a good time to add it to the directors. You got the Spielbergs, Peter Jackson, Edgar Wrights, David Fincher, and then it just goes into genre, the action movies, sci-fi, drama. Then we go down. Now this shelf, all horror movies. I mean, when I put this together, it really amazed me how many horror movies I have. It almost takes up the entire shelf. You can see, got some good titles in there, a couple new ones. And then we ended off with Christmas movies, because what goes better with horror movies than Christmas movies, am I right? And my thinking on that is, I ended it off with Nightmare Before Christmas, and I figured, that's kind of a perfect transition movie into the Christmas stuff, because, it's half Halloween, half Christmas, so it seemed very fitting to me. And, and then down here, this shelf is almost, it's brand new, basically, because originally I had the Simpsons collection and the music stuff, but I moved all those into the closet, which I'll show you in a second here. But so for now, I have all my comedies. You got your Adam McKay comedies, some Seth Rogen, James Franco, Seth MacFarlane, and then just kind of some random comedies, some animated movies. And then over here, these are, I really didn't know where else to put these, so I kind of just put some random stuff. My James Bond steelbooks. Because, if I put those in with the action movies, I would have to rearrange everything. So I just decided to put them there to make it easier. Eventually I might move them up with the action movies, but for now, I'm just going to leave them right there. It doesn't really bother me. And then on the bottom here, still got some just random Blu-rays. So let's head on into the closet, and I'll show you what I did with my Simpsons collection. And aha, there it is. Brand new shelf. A lot of people have this shelf. It's a little small, but it does fit a good number of DVDs and Blu-rays. So I got this on Amazon. It's pretty cheap. It's 16 bucks. Here's the box right here. You can find it. It's made by Atlantic Mitsu Media Rack. If you just look up Atlantic Media Tower, you should be able to find it. It's pretty cheap. It's a very nice shelf. And so I decided to put my TV shows on here to free up some shelf space and also free up some space in my closet for more displays. So I got my Family Guy stuff, American Dad, King of the Hill, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Robot Chicken, Andy Milanakis show. If you haven't seen that show, it's hilarious. Used to be on MTV and very nostalgic for me. Used to watch that as a kid a lot. And then here's all my Simpsons stuff, and I added in the Simpsons movie just to fill up the shelf. And then down here, kind of just some random stuff. Most of these, except for the Band of Brothers set, all of these I picked up when I was a kid, except that third season of SpongeBob. But all these SpongeBob DVDs I got when I was a kid, and at some point here, I'm going to be picking up the SpongeBob seasons. And when I do that, I'll move these DVDs out of there and put the seasons in. But for now, I just have them to fill up the shelf space. So Johnny Bravo, regular show, Fairly Odd Parents. This is actually a Blockbuster case. Picked this up at Blockbuster. And then Family Matters, the Band of Brothers set, and this. If you don't know what that is, it's an internet show. Very funny. Look it up. And then down here is my music stuff. And another reason why I put this here is because there's some DVDs in here, and I kind of just want to keep that shelf to Blu-rays only. So I decided to move this in here. You got the Pink Floyd The Wall set. Really cool set. That's the Pink Floyd The Wall movie. And then you got some concert DVDs, Rush and Rio, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Woodstock, The Doors, Live at the Bowl. Got some music biopics, another concert movie, some Criterions, some Beatles stuff, and then a couple musicals, The Blues Brothers and Chicago. So overall, I'm very pleased with this shelf. I think it looks very nice and really freed up a lot of space. And then over here is my video game tower. I don't know if I've shown this before, but I decided to put the Fallout lunchbox right there on top. Thought that looked very nice. But yeah, I don't know if I've shown this before. Some Halo, Call of Duty, Left 4 Dead, Batman, Fallout. Yeah, just a lot of really cool stuff. And then over here, I decided to hang up a couple shirts. These are just some of my favorite shirts. And these are the two shirts I got at FYE that I showed. Got a couple of concert shirts. So, you know, just some of my favorite shirts. Just a lot of... These shirts really mean a lot to me, you know. So then up here, let's go to the top. So I decided to display these Simpsons box sets over here. Originally, I showed it a couple videos ago. I had a Simpsons display with the insert to the season 20 thing. It was kind of like a big poster. But I decided it took up way too much space, so I decided to just display these and put that away. And then over here, my box sets, Tim Burton, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, The Town, there's the Family Guy trilogy, the Breaking Bad barrel, and then right here is all my Dark Knight stuff. Got some steelbooks, and then the Dark Knight trilogy, the DVD box set I picked up a while ago. Decided to put that there. And then over here, so I decided to display some of my steelbooks. A, to get, you know, free up some shelf space, but B, because I just really wanted to display these. These movies don't really have much in common, but other than the artwork is just very cool on these. I really like the artwork on these steelbooks. They're some of my favorites, so I really wanted to display them. You got Inception, obviously, very cool artwork. The Planet of the Apes box set is right there. And then Blade Runner 2049, Trick or Treat, Halloween, The Godfather steelbooks, and Taxi Driver and The Conjuring. Just, like I said, they don't really have much in common, but just some of my favorite designs, some of the coolest steelbooks in my collection. So overall, I'm very pleased with the way this closet is coming along. I really, really like the display I have now. So that's going to be all for this video, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be coming back probably in the next week or so. I'm going to be hitting up the Criterion sale at Barnes & Noble. Hopefully coming away with some good stuff. And obviously I'll go to FYE, all that stuff. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.